Welcome to Power by Passion. Welcome to the Power by Passion podcast series. In this exciting new series, we'll be exploring the vibrant world of nuclear through the eyes of the next generation of professionals. We are exploring the stories of young, passionate individuals who are shaping the future of the sector, whether in energy, health, safety, technology innovation, space exploration, and beyond. Nuclear is alive, active, and innovative, and the young professionals driving this change are the keys of its future. Every month, we bring you fresh insights from across the nuclear field, stories of personal growth, career challenges, inspiration, and the powerful impact that nuclear can have on our world. So, whether you're just starting your journey in nuclear or thinking about jumping in, this podcast is for you.
Decommissioning a nuclear facility is not just about dismantling structures. It is about understanding radiation, measuring it accurately, and ensuring that every activity is carried out safely for workers, the public, and the environment. In this episode, we meet Giuseppe Della Peruta, a young radiation protection professional currently working at the Trino Nuclear Power Plant decommissioning site. With a background in physics and hands-on experience ranging from gamma spectrometry and environmental measurement to radiation monitoring in complex facilities, Giuseppe operates at the interface between science, safety, and real-world decision-making. From his early academic work to his current role as a radiation protection technician, Giuseppe's journey offers a concrete look at what radiation protection means in practice and why it is a critical pillar of nuclear activities today. Dear Giuseppe, let's start from the beginning. How did radiation protection enter your path? What sparked your interest in radioactivity during your studies?
Well, I can certainly say everything started when I attended to a university course about radiobiology. So discovering how radiations could affect biological tissues and cells was shocking and stunning at the same time for me. And I think that that was my very first step into the world of radiations and radioactivity.
And was there a specific moment, a course, a project, a thesis, that made you realize this was the field you want to work in?
Yeah, of course. Especially during my master thesis about nuclear decommissioning. Actually, I had already attended other courses about radioactivity and radiation protection, of course, but my thesis topic mixed radiation protection and nuclear field at the same time, so it was a double win. And I can only thank my supervisor and my colleagues who always supported me during that period.
Your academic work already touched on nuclear decommissioning and waste management. What attracted you specifically to these topics, and what surprised you most when you moved from academic training to fieldwork?
I can say it was love at first sight. I was immediately interested in the topic. So how difficult it can be dismantling a nuclear power plant and managing after all the radioactive wastes. Both according to technical and legislative standards. And obviously, all must be done constantly supported by radiation protection, of course. What surprised me during this passage from academic training to fieldwork, maybe it was the sheer attention to detail and precision during every process. So both technical and legislative field, as mentioned before. These things allowed me to acquire a lot of skills, especially since there's always a new scenario to approach.
And today you work as a radiation protection technician in a former nuclear power plant. Can you walk us through a typical day on site? What kind of activities and measurements are you involved in?
Yes, actually, there are many activities on site I'm following. but I make sure radioactive waste we generate are correctly measured and stored in our deposits, plus the quality controls on our instruments and their related outcomes to be communicated to the Italian inspectorate.
Okay, and what kind of tools or techniques do you use most often, or what do they allow you to understand about the environment?
Yes, my best friend on site are especially detectors and for detective backgrounds radiations, understanding through our standard values if there are any radiological anomaly. And plus also with the laboratory techniques, for example, called gamma spectrometry, for an identikit of which radionuclides may be found in samples taken in particular areas, and understanding the presence of contamination or not.
Do you have any moment from the field that really made you think this is why radiation protection matters?
Yes, during my first year in this sector. Essentially, I remember last May when me and two of my colleagues were involved in decontamination processes of contaminated metals. They were so radioactive, and plus there was the risk of contamination by contaminated water for washing these metals. In fact, we offered a continuous assistance, taking samples to be analyzed and making sure operators followed the right rules for wearing and taking off protective devices like masks or Tyvek suits. And I can say certainly it was a very great experience, and I understood how important my department is.
And you're also part of the Young Generation Network within the Italian Radiation Protection Association. Why do you think networks like YGNs are important for early career professionals?
Well, I think this could be a great chance for increasing your skills, discovering the new fields you never explored before, and meeting lots of young professionals you can exchange opinions with. Me and the other young colleagues are trying to increasing networking in Italy first with IRP, and then throughout Europe, also thanks to European Nuclear Association and the Young Generation Network.
What do young radiation protection professionals bring to the field today?
Well, I think our young generation can bring a strong desire to learn and give their best. Radiation protection is involved in many activities, especially nuclear power, of course, which is a hot topic in recent years, and many young people are very passionate about it. Nuclear power is inevitably accompanied by radiation protection as well.
And finally, your advice to students and young professionals. Many people hear radiation protection but don't really know what it means in practice. How will you describe this field to someone considering it for the first time?
Yes, radiation protection could be literally seen as all the actions and evaluation for mitigating the risks of radiations for worker, populations, and environment, of course. I see it as a very dynamic sector which requests a different approach related to the different contexts, for example, medical, industrial, nuclear ones. And it surely makes you use a lot of creativity and technical decisions.
And looking ahead, what skills or attitudes do you think will be most valuable for the next generation of radiation protection professionals?
Okay, now I can feel a sense of responsibility in this response. Obviously, I'm joking. I think the capacity of approaching to different environments, passion, curiosity, of course, and technical knowledge are the main skills for this branch of work or research. And if you love what you do, you will reach high goals for sure.
From university to decommissioning sites, Giuseppe's path shows how radiation protection is not just about measurements and regulations, but about trust, responsibility, and real-world impact. His work reminds us that behind every instrument, reading, and safety procedures, there are people, environments, and decisions that matter. As a young professional active both in the field and within the radiation protection community, Giuseppe represents a new generation shaping how safety, expertise, and communication come together in nuclear and radiological activities. Thank you all. This is Powered by Passion.
Powered by Passion is co-organized by the European Nuclear Society and the European Nuclear Society Young Generation Network, EFOMP Early Careers Group, the International Radiation Protection Association YGN, and the FuseNet Association Student Council. The Cross-YGN collaboration is set up with the support of the NN2+ project, the largest and most integrative nuclear education and training efforts up to date in nuclear ENT. NN2+ is funded by the European Union.